Hello, friends. Welcome. Welcome to today's ESG Spotlight, where we uncover the biggest blind spot in banking ESG compliance, that is, financed Scope 3 emission. I'm CA Neeraj Mittal, and in next few minutes, I'll explain why Scope 3 emissions are not just a reporting requirement, but a direct reflection of a bank's ESG maturity. Because at the end of the day, what they say that you are what you finance. Let's start with brutal truth. No Scope 3 financed emission KPIs means no credibility in ESG world. Investors and rating agencies are no longer satisfied with glossy sustainability reports. They want measurable financed emission metrics. Without that, a bank risks being tagged as greenwashing, losing both credibility and access to green capital. Many banks boast about reducing Scope 1 and Scope 2 emission, like cutting down on official electricity or switching to electric vehicles. But these are internal operations and typically accounts for just 10% of total emission. The real elephant in the room is Scope 3 emission from the activities which bank finances, like loans, investments, mortgages, and portfolios. That's 90% of the footprint. And it's the real ESG investor, what investors are watching for. That's the real risk and that's the real metrics which investors want to measure. So, what exactly do investors and regulators expect? They expect PCAF-aligned disclosures, a globally accepted standard, audit-ready, verifiable, Scope 3 financed emission data, alignment with international frameworks like ISSB, CSRD, TCFD, etc. In short, they want traceable, authentic data that is free of greenwashing. With every loan or investment's climate impact clearly mapped. So they clearly want to see what part of your funding goes into emission of scope 3 and how it is clearly mapped with auditable and authentic data. So let's talk on consequences there. If scope 3 financed emissions are missed, investors perceive the bank as ESG immature. It leads to lower ESG ratings, loss of trust, and reduced access to sustainability linked finance or green bonds. In some cases, it can even disqualify a bank from attracting development finance from DFIs and multilateral institutions. The cost of inaction is simply too high. So, this is where we come in. Our financed emission blueprints helps bank move from ESG noise to ESG readiness. We align you with global investors' expectations, making your scope 3 metrics of investor grade level, audit ready and transparent. This becomes the foundation for green bonds approval, better ESG rating, and credibly positioning with the regulators and DFIs. Compelling. A high ESG rating translates into a better cost of capital, especially important in today's rate and competition environment. It also helps avoid reputation risk linked to greenwashing and improves the bank's attractiveness to ESG conscious investors. In short, Scope 3 KPIs are no longer a luxury, they are a strategic CFO level priority. So, if you are a bank or financial institution looking to uncover ESG blind spots and evaluate your Scope 3 reporting, then let's talk. Scan the QR or visit the link to book a 30 minutes free discussion with me. Let's make your ESG disclosure not only compliant, but strategically investor ready. Because what you finance is what you are. Thank you.